Hello, listeners. Welcome to the third episode of The Cult Speaks. This is Ananya Lathi,
And this is Vanan Soni.
welcoming you all to the exciting series of the Tech Gizmos episode where we talk about amazing technologies and how this tech is connected to us in our daily life. So, continuing with our legacy, in the third episode, we're going to talk about the massive social media outage that occurred on the 4th of October for about 6 hours.
That night, that was really long and lonely night. Many had a peaceful sleep with no notifications to ping in, while many had a really restive sleep with, once again, no notifications to ping in.
Yeah, exactly. Like the three social media giants, like the Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, they were down for the biggest time ever. And I mean, this raised many questions like what exactly happened to cause one of the biggest companies in the world to go down for hours?
Yeah, so before we get into the details, let me first explain to you how Facebook works.
Okay.
How Facebook works is that they have central data centers, and these data centers are connected to servers all over the globe, right? And because they have such a lot of users, they are connected to pretty much any and every server that is willing to connect to them, and they provide them with direct links. All right. Now,
Yeah.
someone on 4th of October, someone somewhere on the Facebook campus must have uploaded some malicious code or some ill-written code, which caused the central data centers to stop advertising these routes. And because they stopped advertising these routes, slowly and steadily they expired, and the number of direct routes started decreasing until finally by 1427 GMT there were no more routes left to FB's data centers.
So, like, they were all redirected, but some users were connected and some were not able to connect. Why did this happen?
Okay, so how this works is that there is a BGP protocol which is responsible for directing all traffic on the internet. Alright, so because most servers have a direct link to Facebook, all the traffic is directed directly to Facebook's data centers. But because the link started expiring, the BGP
Mm-hmm.
protocol started redirecting the traffic. For example, it started going to other servers which still had a valid direct connection. Alright, now
So,
direct
it basically
connections,
formed a pattern or something like that.
yeah, not a pattern or anything, but direct connections have a time limit and they need to be
Okay.
refreshed after every say 30 minutes or 1 hour. Now, because the data center stopped refreshing these routes, they did not expire all at once, but they started expiring one by one. So, for example, if there was some valid route and the server could detect some other route to reach the data center, it tried to do so. But by some time, it became impossible for servers to connect. And as it became impossible, users was completely disconnected. For some users, they could still get connect to the Facebook data centers indirectly, but only for a few minutes, and it was usually after a lot of refreshing because there was such a lot of traffic, even the servers could not handle. But by
So, like,
1427
yeah.
GMT, that's like 9:57 p.m. Indian Standard Time, Facebook was completely disconnected. There were no direct connections except from one single computer, which was in like the central database at Santa Clara, California, I believe.
Okay. So, like, even as per the sources, it was seen that the breakdown happened because of the changes in the underlying internet infrastructure that coordinated the traffic between the data centers. And as you mentioned about the BGP protocol, this interruption in the communication cascaded to other data centers as well, and it all brought the service to a halt. And you know what, guys? This was a bug that was caused during the routine maintenance.
Yes, as per New York Times, the team of Facebook restored the services when they got access to their server computer at a data center in Santa Clara, California.
And even you know what? The thing which is hilarious is Facebook offices were they also run through their internal operations through the same servers and their products, including WhatsApp, Oculus, and Instagram. Which is why when the server went down, it was also affected in their office as well.
Yeah, I mean, the employees were unable to access company devices or credentials. Simple things like an electronic door would require credentials, but because it could not access the server to verify those, it could not open. In fact, the data center itself could not be accessed directly as it was protected by a electronic door. And because the electronic door could not connect to the server to verify credentials, it would not open.
I mean, so like so many users whose business was disrupted because of this technology, they had loss in thousands in sales. Maybe it was equivalent to someone's monthly salary, monthly rent for many, and like such a big power of social media in our generation.
Yeah, I mean, even a professor of Cornell University said something similar. I mean, this is his statement. The abruptness of today's outage, it highlights the staggering level of precarity and structures are increasingly digitally mediated work economy. I mean, even work, a lot of people's work is now dependent on social media. So we are so much dependent on it.
I mean, did you guys see that when the outage began on Monday, Facebook and Instagram users they quickly turned to Twitter to lament and poke fun of their inability to use the app. And even the hashtag Facebook down also started trending. Memes about this incident started proliferating. And on the other day, even on my Instagram, say memes were flooded with these trolls and Facebook down. People really had a good time laughing on this one. It looked like a snow day in Facebook. Everything was shut down, nothing was open. It was like too freezed up.
So, you know that there is a rumor that this outage might have been intentionally done by protesting employees over the whistleblower who testified before Congress. But I, for one, really think that this was intentional because I seriously doubt a company like Facebook would have made such a drastic mistake unintentionally.
Yeah, this is hard to believe that like such a big company and doing mistakes, such big mistakes, being unintentional. It's like a bit different. Even the Facebook outage shows that how dependent the world communication have become on that single company. And if we look at the past track records of the company, it included so many various allegations and it paints a very pretty dangerous picture for us.
Yeah, I mean, most of the social media apps or and direct connection apps are owned by Facebook. And I mean, we are so dependent on them for our social interactions, and they feed us useless ads. And we all know that Facebook ads are the worst. And Instagram, since Facebook bought it, has become like pretty much ads. It's nothing than ads. And they have such a bad and negative effect on us, especially kids and teenagers, who are the most active. And they collect our personal data, which is fed to their supercomputers running algorithms to profile and analyze us, and they convert us to mindless consumers. I mean, and this is all done. I mean, we are willingly participating in this.
Even Instagram fed so many insecurities in teenage girls' mind about their body and looks, and this led to depression and anxiety in such an early phase of their life. But like all's well that ends well. Finally, the media recovered. Everything came back to normal. Hey, are you a Geo user?
No, but my friend is, and I know what happened. But this server error can be a topic for another episode.
So, guys, this was all about the social media outage of 4th of October. To join our community, you can find the Discord server link as well as the social media handle links in the description below. And this concludes the third episode of Cult Speaks. This is Ananya Lati signing off for now. Stay tuned for more.
And I hope next time Facebook goes down, it does not come back up. Signing off, Manan Soni.